Is there something you need?
Any wisdom you can share?
Do not worry about the past. It can no longer be changed. Instead, let only the decisions you make with the time you are granted define you.
Mind if we talk?
What are the specifics?
I'd like to know more about your past.
Morthir. That was his name. So it was when he still belonged to it. I'm sorry. You asked about my friend's name earlier, and that was it. It was Morthir. But anyway, I suppose you want to hear another adventure I had in my early years, am I right? Of course I am. You asked after all. Nearly a decade after the last incident, Morthir and I grew to rangerhood. We spent the following years wandering Middle Nirn in search of people to protect and towns to watch over. Usual ranger duties assigned to the younger of our race. Not long after we received word that the sword of a legendary ranger captain had been resting in a cave just south of our camp. The blade, Cirrus, as it was called, was known for the great many deeds it performed in battle, and had become a beacon of hope for my people. So, I did what any young ranger would have done.
You went to retrieve it?
No, actually I pushed Morthir into the cave first. There was a reason that sword had rested there as long as it did, and I wasn't going to be the first to find out why.
It's understandable.
Indeed I was. I ran into the cave myself shortly afterward, and immediately I regretted my previous decision. There was a hole not too far in, but it was covered in shadow and neither of us saw it. There's no telling how long I spent falling through the air. It felt like forever, and in the darkness I couldn't see a thing. However, eventually, I landed down. Not on rock, gravel, or water, mind you, but on something tacky. A spider's web. Right beside Morthir, actually, who was still cursing from the stunt I pulled earlier. We cut ourselves down only to land upon another, and so on until we fell to the ground. But by that time, movement could be heard above us, coming quickly and without caution. When spider webs are present, spiders themselves are not far behind. Pitch black it still was, and we could not tell how near they were, but we knew they were coming close. So, I did what any young ranger would at that point.
What was that?
We ran, and whether by chance or the will of a higher power, we found an exit, and took refuge in the daylight. The few spiders who'd found courage enough to pursue us were cut down easily. But nevertheless, that was the last time I attempted such foolishness.
Did you get the sword?
Cirrus? Of course I did. What do you think I have strapped to my back? It was lying in the dirt when we cut ourselves from the webs. I managed to grab it just seconds before our quick escape. But alas, we can talk more about this later. The hour is late, and much work still needs doing.
Alright.
What are the specifics? Cirrus wasn't the only heirloom of our people Morthir and I tracked down. In fact, we became known for retrieving and protecting the birthrights of the Dunedain for many years. The last artifact was known as the Vuilgem, a powerful enchanted stone that granted the bearer magical powers. Or so the legend said. It actually just ended up being a huge waste of our time. In one of the expansive ruins of Agnor the gem laid. It was easy enough to retrieve, I suppose. A few puzzles, several traps, a minor amount of undead, and then there it was, resting upon a pillar of stone with a red silk cloth covering it. Morthir approached it, and prepared the bag in which he would carry the stone. If only I could have known. I would have never let him lift that cloth.
What happened?
Nothing happened. Not then, at least. But over time it began to poison his mind. He became easily angered, quick to spill blood, and relentless in combat. No doubt he was stronger because of it, but the cost was too great. These effects didn't happen immediately, as I mentioned, but it did eventually consume him, and drove him far into the mountains south of the Shire. You'll note our company is only 5, and there are 6 beds in the living quarters. Well, that 6th wasn't for guests, nor you. It was Morthier's, who departed just months before Byercell found you.
It's unfortunate.
But I've grown weary of speaking of the lost. Let us return to our current duties. What are the specifics? Last time I explained how the Vuilgem stone corrupted Morthier and drove him into the mountains. Well, the truth is that's not exactly how it happened. Yet, it is still mostly true. I saw the signs. How Morthier reacted differently when the jewel was in his possession, how he responded when I asked for it. So I took it upon myself to research this gem and discover what curse laid upon it. What I found was far from good. It wasn't an artifact from the Dunedain at all. It was a gift to one of the Dark Nenamorians by the evil powers of the East. An uncontrollable darkness lies upon that stone. All who wield it can feel its power. So I stole it. I hid it, far to the north, in a cave that is seldom tread upon. I had hoped that in doing so, the curse upon Morthier would be broken. But alas, it was not. The jewel had already taken its toll on his mind and broken his will. He began to resent me, and eventually took refuge in the mountains south of the Shire. That was the last time we saw him. But perhaps you asked me this for a reason, for as we speak, goblins have constructed a series of tunnels near the location in which the Vuilgem is hidden. If something is not done soon, they may find it and unleash its hidden power. I know I may be asking a lot of you, and what I have in mind will take no small amount of willpower. But I need you to retrieve that stone.
You can count on me, Captain.
Good luck. You will be consumed as well, if you do not rid yourself of it quick enough. See you.
Oh hey, did you need something? Not at all. What's on your mind?
How do you pronounce your name?
Yes, I can see how something like that could be mispronounced. It's buy or sell, kind of like the options you have at a market, actually.
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure if I pronounce anything correctly.
So far everything sounds alright to me. Now, was there something else you needed? Well, I do not know, or what. Somewhat that the fate of the courage is found in the most unlikely of places, after all. Yes, I do not hide the fact that it is. But I suspect sooner or later we'll figure out if it has any truth behind it. See you. Oh, didn't see you there. What about us? Sorry, I don't quite catch your meaning.
Okay.
See you.
Well, we have Thorman's quest. I don't know how to get Biocel's quest, unless it is the romance thing.
Rodon, are you alright? You don't look so good.
I got ambushed in a goblin cave earlier today.
You? Weren't you just bragging that nothing could sneak up on you a few days ago?
I distinctly remember hearing that.
They didn't sneak up on me. I knew they were coming. I was just, slower to react.
Okay. Oh my god, I probably walked right past there. Once before, yeah. Trying to get to that, yeah, I would have.
So,
Romeo,
Ron, you seem
do some
comfortable
types
with me
of
being
blood
a
taste
vampire.
better than others? Yep. Why wouldn't I be?
Usually people are more, well, guarded around me.
Oh, well, they're definitely missing out. I have to say, traveling with you has made me fill up my notebooks very quickly.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
You know, the notes I'm always taking. Studying you has been quite
Keep
an
having the
interesting
same
task.
conversation.
You've been studying me? I'm wondering if I should be offended.
Why would you be offended? You're helping me learn so much. It's really wonderful being around a vampire consistently.
Well, that's not the worst
I
reaction
sort of
I've
want
gotten
Salsaz to
lately.
test one of my potions, but I'm afraid of what he'll say.
AFT put you on the AFT. Wonder if that's the reason.
So... that means I can keep taking notes about you?
I suppose it's not doing any harm. Sure, if it makes you happy.
Okay, great.
Well, I personally prefer to feed off of Bretons who know too much about the Dwemer.
Oh, okay, so different people do taste it. Wait, are you talking about me?
Relax, I'm only joking. To answer your question, yes, different people taste different, but I can't say that I have a preference.
So generally blood just tastes good? Have you ever had any that taste bad?
I'm a sorceress, and a damn good one too.
I wonder if anyone's on the OFT and they'll turn up here now if they're not.
Oh, interesting. I wonder if different diseases affect the taste of blood differently. Could you taste if someone was in the early stages of sanguinaire vampirus?
Generally, there are better ways to tell.
So, vampires could act as an early form of detection for various diseases? Fascinating. Would you? No. That's too bad.
Although it seemed to be different at the end then. Maybe it wasn't the same conversation.
Ouch! Scrap! You're better to get attention.
Okay, nobody's left. Have they? Okay, so AFT is off now.
I'm not someone to be trifled.
There we go.
Might as well.
Oh? What is it?
Yeah, no AFT there.
Nothing else then?
Nobody left?
Take whatever your weak body wants to throw.
Who do you think you are?
Friendly fire? Wait a minute, is she leaving? I think she is leaving. Okay.
Hello there.
Want to join me?
Absolutely.
Okay, someone did leave.
What's the plan?
Trade.
This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with. Are we ready then?
Right. Oh. Got new armor for Gore there.
You and I have an affinity for the same weapons. I like that.
I keep fearing I will accidentally click on the hug thing.
Give me the good stuff, blood.
Oh my god.
Share the burden, blood. I got you.
Right.
On our way.
He wasn't gonna wear it. Road to nowhere. It's alright. Hearing things.
Blaze ready. We've got a fight.
Oh, we'll have more revenge.
I can't really help you if you go too far away.
Good. We'll fight.
I have your back.
Your
but
end
try
draws
to stay
ever
close.
closer.
You just got the short end of the stick.
I think I'm really getting the hang of this fighting thing.
Ah, Katana. Going invisible, teleporting ahead is surely a recipe for friendly fire. They come from here, or just a coincidence? Oh my god. Yeah, there we go.
Show them what you
I
got.
have no time for your games.
I assume that was Katana I hit.
You did so well.
We've got this one.
Oh, I couldn't have done it without scrap.
Sorry.
Okay, we got two different things here. Yeah.
Weapons up.
Challenging us. I'm going in.
You really think you could beat us?
All right, let's go.
That's enough out of you.
It was a good try.
Hang on. Let's go.
Alright, this is the gem that turns people evil. Huh, there's an exit right here. Wait a minute. No, it isn't up there. So I walked past that.
Please don't take offense to this, Remy.
Doubt anyone
Does
misses
Scrap
us.
have an off switch? The infernal humming is keeping me up at night.
How can you possibly say, don't take offense, and then say something so offensive? The humming is just him existing. Do I ask you to stop existing?
No. Could you just... I don't know. See if... the noise a bit?
Fine, fine. It'll be a good test of my skills anyway. What level of noise would be agreeable to your need for restful sleep?
Five bounty added in Whiterun. I must have a lot of bounty built up in Whiterun.
I overheard Forodot say that the halflings are more commonly known by another name. How come nobody has ever mentioned this before?
Did he happen to say what that name was?
Weird. Suddenly, I can't remember. I think it rhymed with Bobbit?
Until we know for certain, we'll continue to call them halflings. Is there something you need?
What do they call themselves? About that gem you asked me to obtain.
Have you carried the Vuilgem to Skyrim yet? Is it beyond our reach?
Oh. I'll be right.
Now that that's over.
I'll be right back. We're supposed to take it to Skyrim. It doesn't say that. Don't remember him mentioning that.
Oh, that's genius, Remy. Write that down, write that down.
Snow falls silently, every feather. Overwhelming silence of its presence never ceases to amaze me.
This is typically a great time to eat or nap.
Now the ravens, we wore what we found in the field mostly. I left my arms exposed for mobility, but days like this longed for warmth.
Oh my god. Okay. Right. Another Dwemer ruin.
Oh.
This Brynjolf must
seems
be
like a
quite
nice enough
desperate
guy.
if he's recruiting strangers for his schemes. It was likely the right call to turn him down.
Could be yours.
beautiful apples.
Don't miss out. Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir. Only 20 septims each.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
I read The Real Berenzia recently. Quite a piece of work.
I've not read that yet. It's a shame there isn't more time to spend with good books. I'm not in the mood.
That hair looks familiar. You're not Hawk, are you? I assume he's in here again.
Nope, just stepped in.
Oh my god, I gotta unlock the door again. I have the key.
Hello, my friend.
Follow me.
Yes, we will fight side by side again. I am here for you. I hope this will be a mutually beneficial exchange.
Right.
If you need anything else, just ask.
He doesn't need to be on a follower framework to come with us, does he? I wouldn't have thought so.
Hey, Katana, guess what animal I am?
Wood. Sorry.
Can I hear it again?
If it helps, sure.
A crow?
What crow says that? It's a fox.
Okay, he's not with us. Guard's a bit uncomfortable with us.
Genuine farmer blood elixir.
So,
It'll make you,
Inigo.
What?
I know this sounds
Made me
like
throw up.
a random question, but hear me out. Do you ever purr when you're happy?
No, I do not think so.
Wow, this is heavy.
Why don't we see about that? Just come here, you kitty. Let me scratch your back.
No.
Come on, come on. Don't be shy.
Not funny, my friend.
Is that... Is that why he wasn't with us? He's talking to Serena, who's in prison now for some reason.
This town makes our old raven.
I'll never understand why the North are so against magic.
Vuilgem. You go in the water or what? Well, it's gone.
This was my hero.